Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray's World. I want to take this opportunity just to thank everybody for being here today. I do have a box of pennies right here that's ready to go. However, we're not going to do that today. We're going to do something just a little bit different. Today I want to talk about silver and silver stacking. I've really gotten into silver collecting, never really thought of myself as a stacker. In fact, if we go back to my very first video, I've recently got into coin collecting, silver collecting. I'm not a stacker. I don't have any interest in becoming a stacker. I collect what I want to collect. I collect things that are interesting to me, whether they have any kind of value out in the market or not. If I think it's cool, it's something that I'm going to collect. That kind of says it all, right? So a little more than a year ago, about a year and a half ago, when I started making videos, I really didn't have an interest in stacking silver. It was more about the coins. And that's true still today. It is more about the coins. However, as I collect more and more coins, I've started really seeing a lot of benefits and just excitement of stacking silver and collecting silver. Maybe I'm not a silver stacker, maybe I'm a silver collector. Is there a difference? Tell me what you think. So I made this little sheet just to kind of help guide me, just to put some things down on paper. I wanted to, call it a stacking goal, but I think it's more of like a collection goal. What do I want to collect in silver? Now, I collect silver because it's easy to collect, right? It's very affordable. It's, gold is pretty expensive. Platinum is high value. But silver is cool. It's really awesome, and it's very affordable, and it's easy to find. So while this says stacking goal, really it's more of like a collection goal. Why collect silver? Basically because it's cool. It's awesome. A lot of people will stack precious metals and they'll stack silver and collect silver for various reasons of their own, and I think that's why I've never really called myself a silver stacker, is because I'm not buying up a lot of silver and I'm not collecting it for an economic collapse or as an investment. It's more of just a hobby, having fun, seeing what I can get kind of a goal. So that's really my why. My goal though is 300 ounces. I wanted to set a goal that was realistic. Originally I was like 1,000 ounces of silver, that's what I want. And maybe that's what I want to collect eventually, but 300 ounces is pretty doable. It's pretty easy. I'm kind of almost, partway there. It's a realistic goal. It's a smart goal, right? There's a lot of different types of silver that you can collect or that you can stack, and I want to just kind of share with you what my list is of what I want. 100 ounces of just silver rounds, and there's a lot of different types of rounds that are out there, but I have some specific rounds that I'm really attracted to, and one of those is the American Silver Eagle. And so I've got a tube here that I got at my coin store. They just let me have the tube, and inside of it are my eagles, and there's I think 12 of them. I didn't even count that. Yeah, there's 12 of them. So I like to collect the American Silver Eagles because it's, I think, a staple of silver collecting, i.e. or silver stacking. They're really cool. They're big. They're crisp. It's the 1 ounce. It feels great in the hand, it's just a really awesome sound. It's very recognizable too. I mean, everybody who collects silver or stacks silver knows what an American Silver Eagle is. There's a little bit of a premium to them. And guys, I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not worried about them getting scratched up. I don't need them to be in BU condition and uncirculated condition, because to me, as a silver collector, I like to touch and hold my silver. I had this in a safe deposit box at the bank, and I actually got it out because every now and then I just want to open it up and I want to touch my silver. I want to hold my silver. I don't want to hoard it and just kind of put it away and never see it, never touch it. You know, I've got it in order to enjoy it. So I'm not worried about fingerprints. I'm not worried about toning. I'm not worried about scratches. It's bullion. It's, you know, it carries a premium because it's an eagle, but I like to touch my silver. So the second one are Canadian maple leafs. And I have only 2, so I've got a long way to go. This one right here is a 2012. It was sent to me by Dirt 30 with George, and as a gift, this was my very first Canadian maple leaf, and it's got this really cool toning to it. But then I recently got a 2019 silver maple leaf, and I really like these for the similar reason I like the Eagles. They're a little smaller than the Eagles, but they're a little bit thicker. But they're gorgeous. They're just, that picture of Queen Elizabeth is beautiful. The maple leaf on the back is just beautiful. So as part of my bullion, you know, I'd like to get up to 20. So 20 and 20. After that, there's these Provident Metals, and I'll explain a little bit why I chose these. Provident Metals makes a prospector round, and I've got 20 of those. So I'm collecting, you know, a variety. You know, I want to collect a variety of those. So the prospector round is really, really cool. I love it. It's kind of a frosted look. It's about the size of a maple leaf. It's just a tiny bit bigger, but it's not quite as big as an eagle. And they've got this old town on the back. I encourage you to go check out Provident Metals prospector rounds because they are so cool. There's a lot of really good detail, and I have 19 of them. I have 20. The other one's around here somewhere. I had it out, but there's 19 of them here. The really cool thing about these Provident Metals prospector rounds is you can get these at or near spot price. I'll put a link in the video description to a website that I use. Maple leaves, you can get these at or near spot as well. I order these from Provident Metals. They have a deal as a first-time customer. You can get it at spot. Now, because I only ordered 10 of them and because I'm using a credit card, there's a little bit of premium. I think I paid 40-50 cents above spot for these rounds. I did it twice. Once, because I have my P.O. box, I did it under Ray's World with my email address and my credit card. And then when I was ready to order again, I had one sent to the house under Mrs. Ray's World with her email address and her credit card. So I really got, you know, it's kind of a way to cheat the system. And if I want to order again, I can do it with my sister. She's agreed to set up an account. I've got a couple of coworkers that have agreed to set up an account, so I can kind of cheat the system. Thank you, Provident Metals. I hope you're not listening, and I hope you don't get rid of that deal. So, same thing with the Canadian maple leafs. You can buy those 2 at a time at or near spot, and so that's going to be my goal as well. The other 40 ounces, I want to just maybe collect some generic rounds here and there. Poured silver is really awesome. I love poured silver. This is a dirt bar from Dirt 30 with George. It's about 2 ounces, excuse me. So it's 1.96 ounces. And then, so George, you can get that from Dirt 30 with George. He's got those poured silvers. So then I've got a Baggins bar, and I'm going to call it a Baggins bar. I don't care. This is from Silver Dragons. This was number 17, 2.21 ounces. I got another one, 2.31 ounces, and this is number 100. Number 100 of the original. And then I got a Silver Dragon. And this is if you watch his video, this one is 2.9 ounces, so this is almost 3 ounces. This is like a throwing star because it's so sharp right there. So I love poured silver. It's really cool. Poured silver though is expensive. It carries a premium because it's so cool, but it's a great addition to the collection, and I really love it. So if you have a chance to get a hold of poured silver, please do, just because it is so awesome. Other generic rounds that I have a Buffalo, frosted Buffalo here, and then I found this one. This is Canadian $2 US and Canada First Special Service Force. Yeah, 0.5 exactly. It's a 1/2 ounce generic round, so that's really cool. And I've got in here other poured generic because I'm including this right here. This is a ring that I had made by JT Coin Rings. It came in this little box after Baggins, actually, or Silver Dragons, did a video on that. I sent JT Coin Rings a $1.50, a 1996 $1/2 silver proof Kennedy $1/2, because that's the year that my wife and I were married. Mrs. Ray's World and I got married in '96, and I had lost my original wedding ring last year, and I needed a new one. She got me one that's a silicone ring, but I wanted a silver ring as well, so I've included that in my stack, my collection, and that weighs 0.33 of an ounce. So that ring, it's was constitutional silver, but I think it falls more into that generic or other category. And what's cool about this is I got the silver shavings back, as well as the center punch, and it's got the eagle on the back and Kennedy's ear right there. So, and it came in a great bag and a t-shirt with my logo on it. So JT Coin Rings, great guy to go check out. I also have a 1/4 ounce Buffalo that I missed right there. So that's kind of the poured generic rounds other category. And as you can see, I'm well on the way to meeting that 100-ounce goal. In fact, we're at 11.5 ounces just right there. We've got 12, 14, 34, 45.5 ounces, give or take. You know, some of it may not be 100%, or 999 or 49's fine. That's okay. You know, so we're actually about halfway there for this first goal. So that's really awesome to be there. All right, goal number 2. These are all rounds. This one we're a lot farther away. 100 ounces of 1 ounce silver bars. So I have got 20 Morgan bars. I don't know who made this. It's just a generic bar, but it's got the Morgan silver dollar design on it, and that's what I mean by a Morgan bar. So I really like this because I really like Morgan silver dollars, and you can see it's got really awesome toning on that. So I want 20 of those. I'm thinking also about that. That's it, guys. That's really kind of it for 1 ounce silver bars. That's all I've got. The Monarch Metals makes these building blocks. They're like little Legos. They're really cool. They interest me. I need to get a couple of them just to kind of see if they really interest me from a collecting standpoint. But I'm thinking about purchasing a total of 20 of those. And then maybe some 5 or 10 ounce bars, but to fill the other 60 ounces. Now I do have a few of these, which are really cool. These are 5-gram bars. I've got a hold of a bunch of these. I only have 4 left. I've given a lot of them away, but these are from Scottsdale Silver. So I've only got 4 of those. So really for silver bars, that's it. So in my other category, I'm gonna include those. And so maybe some 5 ounce bars. Again, that link in the video description, you can get 5 and 10 ounce bars at or near spot, just like I purchased these Prospector rounds. So that's gonna be something that I would like to do. And then last but certainly not least, constitutional silver. Now, constitutional silver, most of you know what that means. That is spendable US currency, like silver war nickels. And some would argue that American Silver Eagles are constitutional silver because they are a $1 coin. This is a coin. This is a round. This is spendable currency in the United States.
you can't go and spend this. Now, you have a hard time, and I wouldn't recommend it because you're only going to get it for $1. It's the same way with the Canadian Maple Leafs. They are $5 in Canada. So they're in my bullion category because that's more how I associate them. When I say constitutional silver, to me, this is what I mean. Things like silver war nickels, Morgan silver dollars, there's a commemorative $50, there's a quarter, older $50, 90% silver, there's some more quarters, and I've got dimes. Love the dimes. Those are Roosevelt and Mercury dimes. My Yeti cup also has my 40% silver. So this was my 90% silver. This is my 40% silver right here. So we're actually, when I don't remember what, I totaled all this up at one point in time, all my constitutional silver. And I don't remember exactly where I was, but I was about 30% of the way on meeting that constitutional silver 100-ounce goal. So I recommend starting with constitutional silver. U.S. constitutional silver in the coins. You can go to coin stores and it's pretty inexpensive. Mercury dimes or Roosevelt dimes are easy and inexpensive. War nickels are easy and inexpensive. $50 start to get a little bit more just because of the silver content and the weight. I'm a coin roll hunter. And that's where I found a lot of my constitutional silver, especially my $50, is coin roll hunting. So coin roll hunting is a great way to start your collection. It's a really easy, fun way to really get going on collecting silver. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this video interesting. I hope it maybe inspires you into your collecting or stacking or whatever you want to call your hobby and what you do with precious metals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate every one of you. We are going to be live streaming. I've got 2 boxes of nickels sitting right over there. We will see you all Saturday. Take care, everybody.